So the first week is almost over. Time to show how our guest arrow Amazon is doing. Spoiler alert, the build feels amazing. While it seems like every other huntress out there has jumped ship to lightning spear, we decided to stick with gas arrow. And honestly, no regrets. After dropping our first divine and farming up some more currency, we finally had enough to make some massive upgrades. Starting with a new weapon and some solid uniques. Let's talk about our bow first. Death's Harp is still the best bang for your buck at lead start. For just one divine, it gave us a ton of projectiles, which means more gas clouds, more explosions, and more damage. And since it's not that rare, the price has actually been dropping, and will continue to do so, which is great if you've been looking to get into the build. Another big upgrade we made was the helmet. Igniting enemies in your presence might not sound crazy at first, but when you realize that the real damage from gas arrow comes not from the hit or even the gas cloud, but from the explosion, you start to see how crucial this is. Normally you'd need something like flame wall or another ignition setup just to trigger that explosion. But with this helmet, you just walk near the cloud and boom, it ignites the enemy and the cloud pops automatically. It feels so much smoother compared to manually setting it off. We also picked up Beacon of Aces, another solid upgrade. Got some more resistance, still not capped, but we'll get there. And got our third ascendancy point. Huge. And I also started using raw amount once I got an uncut gem with enough level. With all those changes, farming has gotten way more comfortable. The current setup costs around 10 divs, but honestly, if you get lucky with drops for rings, gloves, belts, and body armor, you could shave off a big chunk of that cost. There's still plenty of room to grow. I need a better anoint, more links for gas arrow, and some gear upgrades across the board. I'll leave the POB down in the description for anyone who wants to check it out. Also, a lot of people who started with gas arrow have swapped to lightning spear because of how well it clears packs. It does clear screens faster, but for now, our single target's damage more than makes up for it. Especially in week 1, where setting up a lightning spear build that also melts bosses would cost way more. I've been toying with the idea of rolling it at a character later in the league, just for the screen clearing zooms and vibes, but I still gotta look at the POB and plan it out. Also, huge shout out to GGG for today's patch. Lots of great changes, buffs to players, support gems, quality of life for both the campaign and endgame, and even improvements to crafting. Campaign monsters and bosses are getting tuned too. It really feels like they're listening, and the game's heading in a super positive direction. I was already having fun, to be honest, but the campaign's still a bit rough, especially for reruns compared to PoE 1. Still, I'm hyped for what's next. That's a wrap. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.